Kazimieras Vasiliauskas and Seamus Udavicius. We know it's an all-United States second row with Daniel Formal, the champion, and Joey Wimsett. Row 3, we looked at him moments ago, Oriol Dalmau Caballero of Spain and the defending world champion, Ben Cooper from Canada. Luca Canderle on his 21st birthday. What better 21st birthday present could you give yourself than to win the world title? Luca Canderle on his 21st birthday lines up with Jason Pringle. That's row 4. Row 5, Simon Wagner of Austria and Kevin Ludi of Switzerland. Row 6, Matthias de Tige and Mika Laiho of Finland, the current European champion and the former European champion. Thomas Arm of England, row 7, with Dennis Thum of Germany. Ferenc Kancsar of Hungary and Pascal Marshall of Germany, row 8. Row 9, Alexander Zenkin of Russia and Brendan Nelson of Australia. And the top 20 is completed by Japanese driver Kazuso Nishio and Malaysian Melvin Mo, and all Asian row 10. Nelson Neto of Brazil and Jona Raito of Finland, row 11. Shane Crosby of Ireland and Imre Birijdo are row 12. Imre Birijdo from Hungary. Milan Donche of Netherlands and Luca Joly of France, row 13. Martin Steinitz of Latvia and the oh so unlucky Sean Slavin of Scotland in second place when he went out of the pre-final. Senderua, Belgium, and Pierre-Luc Ouellet, the double world champion from Canada, row 15. Sean Babington from England and Lucas Ward from Australia, row 16. And the grid will be completed by Ryan Frost of South Africa and Philippos Kalesis of Greece. A 20-lap world final for the DD2 title in 2013. Well, just having a look at the crowd there, see if there's anyone I do recognise. I think having invited myself to recognise somebody for you, I don't. I can tell you who Cart 314 is. That's Matthias de Tige, the Belgian, the 2012 European champion, winner of the RGMMC promoted Rotax Euro Challenge. De Tige upside down on his leg. There's a South African flag waving there. Luca Canderle on his 21st birthday, carrying the hopes of the most successful nation ever in Rotax World Challenge Grand Finals. They won the first 4, would have won the first 5, although the rules changed slightly, and Luc Lansdorp of Netherlands won in Langkawi, Malaysia. "20-lap race." Understand that people from all continents in the world, with the exception of Antarctica, are tuned into us. It's good to know. Jill just telling me that no matter how hard we try, we just can't get the penguins in Antarctica to take an interest. We thank our friends at KG for their sponsorship of the class. You saw their logo at the bottom right of the screen.
Daniel Formal going to start third alongside Joey Wimsett, All-American row 2. Spain in the inside
Well, the guys at the front are the Lithuanians, Kaz Vasiliauskas and Seamus Udiversius. The guys on the second row are a little bit more familiar to you in this part of the world. They're the Americans, the champion Danny Formal and the oh so impressive Joey Wimsett. Fourth in the World Finals last year at Portimao, Portugal, Europe. And the Americans, and Joey in particular, wanting at least one place better than that for a podium to equal Oliver Hodgson's effort. And we're racing, and no, we're not racing. That's an aborted start. That's an aborted start. We are racing. Well, I thought that was an aborted start. Well, Kaz Vasiliauskas is jumped in the lead. Seamus Udiversius was behind him, but immediately Danny Formal charging up there. Looking back, good start by Ben Cooper from the outside of row 3, but still got a little bit of work to do, to say the least. That being the case because it's a 20-lap race, no less. Well, it was an untidy start, and I thought I saw some hands go up saying we're not racing, and with the untidy start that rather made me jump to the conclusion that it had been aborted, but there was no flashing red light. And is this the move by a would-be champion? Not quite. Yes, it is. Well, it didn't take very long to come, did it? Although Seamus Udiversius fighting hard back. Have to say that Ben Cooper's move looked a little bit ominous, but he loses the lead. He loses the lead to Kaz Vasiliauskas and regains the lead. It's all very tight out there, guys. Don't let's lock wheels. And and that's just what we have done. And Ben Cooper's taken a swing, and somebody else has clipped him to put him back into shape. But the world champion is at a halt. The world champion has come to a halt. Oh dear, the racing was just a little bit too close, and we've had drama, but the wrong kind of drama early on. Kart 318, I think, was in trouble for sure, Ben Cooper, and 352 hasn't escaped. Jun Wonseo of Korea. Well, I have to say, I am neutral. I'm not supporting any particular one driver, but I did want to see a good, clean race, won and lost on merit, but unfortunately things have gone wrong. Joey Wimsett leads, Seamus Udiversius second, Oriol Dalmau Caballero third, Jason Pringle fourth, Seaman Wagner fifth, Mika Laiho sixth, Matthias Detige seventh, Thomas Arm eighth, and we've lost Ben Cooper at an early stage, and my timing screen freezes, which doesn't help any, or now just shakes itself into life. Well, Joey Wimsett, fourth in the world final last year. Can he make something even better happen this year? He's under pressure from the European champion in the CIK class, the KZ shifter class. Joey Wimsett from Beaver Creek, Oregon, coming round in kart 369, continues to lead from Seamus Udiversius, but the tall Lithuanian bidding to take the lead, and does take the lead. Seamus Udiversius takes the lead, Joey Wimsett relegated to second, Jason Pringle, I think that is, running well in third place, and Caballero, I think, fourth. Mika Laiho joins the fray in fifth place. Well, we lost Danny Formal at the start. That was sad. We lost Danny Formal at the start, and we lost Ben Cooper on the second lap. And Ben Cooper just kicking his kart in now. Oh my, talking to Ken Johnson and making a crashing movement with both of his hands, and I think we get the message. It's a sad way to lose your world title, and whilst I am neutral, I promise you I'm neutral. Seamus Udiversius is a good friend of mine. I don't know Joey Wimsett so well, but I'd be happy to see him win. Oriol Caballero I don't know at all, but I wouldn't mind if he won on merit, but I'd rather see a victory on merit, and that just leaves me a little bit flat, but there we go. However, Pierre-Luc Ouellette in 17th place. Can he do an Oliver Askew and get onto the podium? It can be done from here. Joey Wimsett can certainly get on the podium. He can do better. He can get on the top step of the podium. We're on lap 5 as we move into the second quarter, but the ominous sign for the driver in second place, Joey Wimsett, is that Seamus Udovicius is just pulling away a little bit, and Caballero, the Spaniard, putting pressure now on the American, and Caballero bidding to go second and makes it to second. Joey Wimsett fighting back, but Joey Wimsett goes to third place now. Jason Pringle of Australia, and Joey Wimsett trying to come back. Oh, and Pringle going through. And if he does, again, guys, you're getting those wheels very close. We know what happened with Ben Cooper. And just tried to see where Kaz Valiauskas was. He was also involved with, well, the big names that we lost in that deal, and it was a big deal. Kaz Valiauskas, Ben Cooper and Danny Formal. Any one of those three could have been the world champion, and the wheel banging, involuntarily, nobody's done it deliberately, but that has caused all three of them to go out. Ben Cooper on the second lap, Kaz Valiauskas on the second lap in the same incident. I can't say how Danny Formal went out. I just didn't see why the American champion, starting on the inside of the second row, didn't come round to complete the opening lap. Seamus Udovicius on lap 7 has an advantage, as you see, of 0.87 over Oriol Dalmau Caballero. Joey Wimsett still in touch in third place. A little bit further back, Pierre-Luc Ouellet, the double champion, in 12th place. It's not all over for him to get to the podium. It can be done. We've seen it earlier today. Ferenc Kankshar finding some form in 10th as well. Sean Babington and Sean Slavin, the Englishman and the Scotsman, both with Irish names, 16th and 17th, having to start way at the back. Sean Slavin was 28th. Sean Babington was 31st, but making their way up the field. And Caballero losing a place to Wimsett there, so Joey Wimsett getting himself back into second place, but running away with it at this early stage is Seamus Udovicius. Now, Ken Walker, your commentator, can be a bit stupid at times, and is a bit stupid, but I'm not saying Seamus Udovicius has won it from here. I'm certainly not. I am saying that on lap 8 of 20, that's a pretty healthy lead to have. On the screen, it was 0.999 of a second, but looking out of the window with the naked eye, that looks well in front of a full second. We'll see when they come round again. Seamus Udovicius ducks his head, as well he might have to, being as tall as he is, and Caballero going back to second. And I think Simon Wagner has come through to fourth. Joey Wimsett and Oriol Caballero having a real ding-dong battle for second and third. Joey Wimsett puts up his hand. Caballero says, never mind, let's get on with it. Matthias Detij fourth. It was Matthias Detij I saw coming through strongly. Simon Wagner fifth. We're on lap 9. Pierre-Luc Ouellet, the double world champion, still got a lot of work to do. He's running 12th. Ferenc Kankshar of Hungary finding some form at last for a top 10 place. Dennis Thum of Germany, strong driver up to his retirement 3 years ago, coming back, getting himself in the top 10 at 9th. Best of the Brits is Thomas Arm in 7th place. Seamus Udovicius then coming round to start lap 10. His lead over the rest of the field, led by Joey Wimsett, it was 0.99 of a second, it's now 2.1 seconds. And although we're not yet at halfway, we're almost at the point where you would say, if something doesn't happen dramatically in terms of Seamus Udovicius losing pace and the others gaining, Seamus Udovicius is going to be very difficult to reel in from a 2+ seconds or 2 seconds plus advantage as we reach the halfway point. It's a 20-lap race and we've not yet completed lap 10. This is lap 10 here in the beautiful Louisiana sunshine. Joey Wimsett for the United States of America, bidding for victory at the moment in a podium position. and Seamus Udavicius hits lap 10 and the half race distance. It's the half race distance, so I'll give you a full call over of where these drivers stand. Seamus Udavicius of Lithuania leads from Joey Wimsett of the United States. Caballero of Spain third, Dettige of Belgium fourth, Pringle of Australia fifth, Wagner of Austria sixth, Arm of Great Britain seventh, Toom of Germany eighth, Kankshaw of Hungary ninth, and the double world champion from Canada, Pierre-Luc Ouellet, completes the top 10. Kevin Ludi of Switzerland 11th, Mika Laiho of Finland 12th, Sean Slavin of Scotland 13th, Kazusa Nishio of Japan 14th, Sean Babington of England 15th, Brendan Nelson of Australia 16th, Pascal Marshall of Germany 17th, Alexandra Zenkin of Russia 18th, Melvin Moe of Malaysia 19th, and Martin Steinertz of Latvia completing the top 20. Luca Candela of South Africa on his 21st birthday, only running in 23rd place. And the really sad news is we've lost four massive contenders. We lost Danny Formal on the opening lap. We lost defending champion Ben Cooper in contact with Kaz Vasiliauskas, the pole sitter. And for good measure or bad measure, on the 7th row, on the 7th lap, we lost Casenda Rua. Casenda Rua, Ben Cooper, Kaz Vasiliauskas, Daniel Formal, all of them capable of making the podium or winning. We lost them all early in the race. However, on the good side of the coin, Seamus Udavicius, great driver from Lithuania, got 2.78 of a second lead as we sweep round to complete lap 12 and start lap 13. Second place, Caballero of Spain. Wimsett of the United States of America in third place. Matthias Dettige is looking poised to close that gap on Joey Wimsett. Wouldn't suggest that that's going to happen on this lap. Oriol Caballero clipping the curbs, showing that he's trying to go the shortest way round. These curbs, incidentally, if you came to this circuit for the Pan American Championship a month ago, those really high curbs in the chicane were deemed to be a bit of a safety issue, and as a result they have been significantly cut back, so it's a much safer, little bit slightly emasculated circuit now as Seamus Udavicius comes round to start lap 14. The best of the racing is from Caballero in second place and Joey Wimsett in third place. There you see them at the bottom of your screen, that all red colourful race suit of Caballero. He's in front of the Team USA red, white and blue. United States of America have got a lead of 250 points in the Nations Cup. USA lead by 250 points. Australia second, Spain third, United Kingdom fourth, Canada fifth, South Africa sixth, and they're the drivers in, they're the nations in fourth figures. France seventh, Japan eighth, Ireland ninth, Estonia in 10th place. Well, Caballero in second place, bidding to keep Spain in a podium position in the Nations Cup. The Australians don't have anybody any higher up than Jason Pringle fourth, but fourth place is going to score big points for them. United Kingdom struggling a little bit with Thomas Arm in sixth place only. I mustn't say that really, because Thomas Arm, that's a great drive in sixth place by Thomas Arm. It's his first Rotax Grand Final, done very well in other categories. Sean Slavin, the Scotsman from the back, knocking on the door of a top 10 place. That's a really excellent drive. You can't feel that that's going to achieve anything in podium terms, but it's a great drive by the unlucky Scot. And Sean Babington's luck really has been about as ugly as you could say. The European champion, the untouchable domestic champion over the last 2 years, in 14th place in the final, when with just a little whiff of good fortune he could have easily been challenging for a podium place. We're at the three-quarter race distance. 15 laps have gone, there are 5 remaining. Let's just have a look at this replay. Kart 327 is Caballero, but it's the incident behind them that we're looking at. Oh, and my, that could have been nasty, couldn't it? All you need is for the nose cone to dig in. We did have a very nasty incident in Northern Ireland about 6 or 7 years ago when one of the shifter carts did what you've just seen, but instead of coming out happily, the nose dug in and flipped the driver in the air. That was not happy. So we're on lap 16. Seamus Udavicius continues to lead, but what you're seeing is the battle for second and third. There is Seamus, here is Caballero second and Joey Wimsett third. Going down the home straight, completing another lap. This is the start of lap 17. And Joey Wimsett moves into second place. Joey Wimsett gets into second. Caballero trying to fight back. I remind you that Joey Wimsett in an event last year in Portugal when the USA team really had just about everything that didn't go their way, some of it a little bit self-inflicted, I might suggest. But Joey Wimsett was one of the success stories, coming fourth in the senior final. But of course, fourth doesn't put you on the podium and fourth doesn't make you a winner. But if Joey Wimsett at least could come home as the vice champion, that would look good on the record, wouldn't it? Seamus Udavicius is a long way in front, 3.5 seconds. Sweeping round now to start lap 18. Udavicius leads. Wimsett in second. Caballero third. Little bit of a gap then to Thomas Arm, the British driver, in fourth place. Just gone past Simon Wagner of Austria. Matthias de Tige, who was on a charge in, I think it was fourth place, is just nudged back a little bit to sixth. Jason Pringle seventh. Ferenc Kankshar 8th, Sean Slavin 9th and Dennis Toome 10th. Sean Babington, the Englishman, now knocking on the door. He's knocking on the door of the top 10, that is. Pierre-Luc Ouellette, who was knocking on the door of a top 10 place, has fallen back a little bit. The double champion from Canada in 19th place. Well, again, it's what might have been, isn't it? Ben Cooper, Kaz Valesiauskas and Daniel Formal all out in the opening 2 laps. Senderuva following at the 1/4 race distance. But nobody can take it away from Seamus Udavicius if he goes on to win from this one. I just whisper one small point. Maybe that officials will look at that incident or those incidents, but I don't think it's going to alter things unless Seamus Udavicius was deemed to be part of the problem. But from my recollection, as I called it in commentary, it did seem to be Kaz Vasiliauskas and Ben Cooper themselves touching wheels. But hey, no point in speculating. Let's wait and see. And we'll revel in the fact that we're going to see another champion. Is it Seamus Udavicius? The overwhelming likelihood is it will be. He sweeps round to complete lap 19. So 1 lap remaining. Last lap, last lap, last lap. Second place, Joey Wimsett. Third place, Oriol Dalmau Caballero of Spain. And it's a great race for third and second, it really is. Joey Wimsett and Oriol Dalmau Caballero have traded places several times. Our television pictures picking up the dice. Behind them, it's Simon Wagner 4th, Thomas Arm 5th. But mustn't lose sight of Seamus Udavicius, because even though he's not racing anybody and it's empty tarmac in front of him, if he's going to be the world champion, we want to do justice and call him home. He's going onto the back straight now. There you see him in the distance. There he is. Now, the kart is just slowing a little bit, but he's only got 1 turn to make. Caballero goes past Wimsett for second. But the champion is Seamus Udavicius. And for second place, it's neck and neck. Joey Wimsett gets it. Joey Wimsett in second place. Oriol Dalmau Caballero third. Simon Wagner 4th. Thomas Arm 5th. Matthias de Tige 6th. Jason Pringle 7th. Ferenc Kankshar 8th. Sean Slavin 9th. And Kevin Ludi completing the top 10. But your champion from Lithuania, Seamus Udavicius. United States of America have won the Nations Cup. Australia second, Spain third. Subject, of course, to the judicial decisions and tech and what have you from that last race, the USA do appear to have two drivers on the podium and the Nations Cup top step. Australia in second place, Spain in third place by a narrow margin over the United Kingdom.
What a fantastic way to cap things off here. Great run in our DD2 category. A battle at the very end. Pierce had it won, but Joey Wimson able to come out on top of a fantastic battle there throughout the race with Cavalier, Oriol, Damao.
Card 328 that you see there. Good drive by Philippos Kalesis, but it was not a successful drive, but the Greek driver has done well in this event. Nice to see the Greeks back. RKV Lithuania. Seamus Udavicius.
We do want to let everyone know in the paddock, we do have the carts for you to come. We have our juniors, our DD2 masters, and now the senior go-karts are able to service park. So
well, how tall is the guy? The answer is 6 feet, 6 inches.
Your carts, please. Still service to do on your carts here. Our winner, Seamus Udavicius, will head on back to have a quick chat with Kenway.
Well, the tall man, the male model, blue eyes, blonde hair, slim, 6 feet 6 tall. Are you surprised he gets male modelling contracts? Just had 6th place in the final. Ferenc Kankshaw, a big improvement after the, well, almost mid-event disaster. He comes home for 8th. Very unlucky Sean Slavin in the pre-final, going out when in 2nd place, but coming home for 9th. Good drive by him. Mikolaiho, the reigning European champion, might have expected a little better, at least a top 10 finish. Luca Candeli of South Africa, 15th on his 21st birthday. Would he be happy with that? Maybe not, maybe not. Pierre-Luc Ouellet did not complete the race, the double world champion. Cassandra Rua, strong favourite to go well, did not complete the race. Ben Cooper, the defending champion, did not complete the race. Kazimieras Vasiliauskas of Lithuania, the pole sitter, did not complete the race, and nor did the American champion Daniel Formal. The one blot on the copybook of this event is that in the DD2 class we lost so many good drivers, including the world champion and the American champion right at the start of the race. However, let us not take anything from Seamus Udavicius. It wasn't much more he could do once they'd gone out than try and win the race, and he won it by a huge margin, 2.8 seconds.